Hello everyone and welcome back to I Love EditorX. Today I want to show you how to create search page on your site. The search is suitable for any site that have a database such as blog, store, or basically any database you are creating. So here I create a site which include a blog. This is the homepage, and let's go to the editor and see how it's look like. So basically this is the editor, and this is the editor, and this is the layout structure. And I created a blog from the Wix app, so I can go to app market and search for blog, and you can find blog, and you can find here Wix blog, or basically you can upload it you can edit from the add panel. Here you have the blog. Since I already installed it, I have something else. I can add more components. Okay, so how the blog looks like. So let's see, I can go to my site dashboard, and I can manage all the posts from the back office. I can create new blog post and edit it and add content and everything I need to do. Alright, so for example, if I need to create a new blog, I can click create new blog, and here I can add all the content, title, description, images, embedded, and whatever you want. So basically, after you created several post page, this is the display here, but behind the scene there is a database that holds all this information. So let's see how this database look like. So I can click here, content manager, and I can see here under blog I have categories and posts. So if I click the post, the database look like this. Okay, it looks like this. We have the title, publish date, cover image, paint, accept, and lots of information about the post. And also I can see how much comments I have, like, view count, whatever. Right, great. So for this example, I want to show you how can I give a user the option to search for a particular post or content. So for that, I create a special page that calls search. So in this search page, user can search for, enter here in the input field some value, and I need to search in the database that called posts and display the relevant results for him, right? So for this, as I said, I need an input element. To add input element, you need first of all to activate dev mode, and then in the add panel you will have an input. You have many type of inputs, and basically we need a text input because the user is typing text value. Right, and then I add an icon that when I click on it, I want to basically search for this term. Alright, and below I have a repeater that will hold all the results content. Here I need to display how much results I found, and to show you how the repeater look like, I simply added a post dataset. I can edit from here. I can click the database icon, add content element, and click a dataset. Dataset allow you to connect repeater, or basically each element, to a specific data with the database. So if I will check the settings of the dataset, it's connected to the posts dataset, and it's limited to display only 12 results, and you can change it the way you want. And if we look, if I want to show you the posts, I simply can connect the repeater to the post, and I click the image to the source that hold the cover image, and I can even connect the what happened, the link of the image. So what happened when I click the image, I can click it to the relevant post page, and let's connect it. So everything is already connected. The title is connected to the title post, and the excerpt connect to the excerpt field. Okay, so let's publish the site and see how it looks. I connect this button to the search post, and I need to refresh. Okay, so basically, without set any value here in the input field, I can already see all, I mean only 12, but 12 of my posts article from the database. But we need something else. We need to decide which content is displayed here. Alright, so let's go back, and I simply remove the connection to the dataset. It's just to show how the content is displayed, and we need to start make it happen, right? So first of all, I set the click option here to get the value inside the input field. So let's start. So simply I add a meaningful name to this icon. I call it search button, and I need to something to happen when I click on it. So I can create a quick function from here on click. So let's click it, and it generates for me a click. Generate for me a function. I will move it right here. Alright, so what happened when I click this button? So first of all, I need to know the value of this input, so I know what to search for, right? So search input, I can say const search value equals to the search input element value. Alright, so this one is holding the value that the user type here. Alright, so what we need to do now, basically we need to get the relevant post, right? So get, I need function called get. I create here a new function get posts, get query, no, get post. Okay, do it simple. Right, and I need to get the value, so search value. So this is my function. So let's call it here, and I will pass the search value to this function. But I need to see if this field is empty. I don't want to do it, right? It's no reason to do it. So I can check if search value length is bigger than 0. You can play with it how you want. So only then go and make the search, right? All right. Now we need to actually search for something, right? So this is the test code I did. So okay, to search for a database, first we need to import the option to make a query. So let's import this service. It's called import Wix data from Wix data, and I can say const my query is query equals to Wix data query, and then I need to find the name of the collection. You see, collection ID string. So to find it, I can go to site structure, and here I have the databases, and I can see that it sits under blogs, posts, right? So we have folder called blog and post, but there is an easy way to do it. We can simply go here to the post and click edit permissions. Sorry. Basically no. Okay, so we need to do something like this. It's need to get a string. So the folder is blog, and the inner database name is posts. All right. So what we need to search? Let's say we want to search by the article title, the post title, right? So this value that the user put, it need to contain title field equals contain the user search value, right? So just to make sure that it's called title, I need to go to the post database and see how the key ID is called. So I will go to the post database, and I can see the title. This is the title. Okay, so let's go to property, and I can see that this is the field key, field key to use in your code. All right, so I know I type it as I want, and then finally I need to find it. All right, so this is our query, and now I can say, after I get the query, I can set query. Then after you find the results, I need to get this post, right? So this is the results. So now I hold the results, and simply let's add console log results. Why we are doing it? We first of all need to see if we are finding something. So if I check the currently results I have, I can see that I have Bob here and Bob here and Bob here, 3 Bobs, and also I can see duplication of 2020. I can see only 1. Okay, so let's try to search for Bob. So I will publish the code, or I will publish the site, and let's refresh this page. Now we need to see nothing. Basically, it's still connected to the database. So let's remove this connection. That's why you see the same item for all, because it's basically picking the first item from the collection. Alright, so now it should display same content as I have here in the editor. Let's refresh the page, and you see nothing is connected. So let's inspect it, and if I search for Bob and I click here, now the function is running, right? So I get uncut in prompts. What that means? Let's see. Get post, search value, blog. I mistype here. So this should go. This is blog. All right. And now let's refresh it and search for Bob. Let's refresh again. Okay, I got something. So let's see. This is basically the results I have. So here in items, I can see I get 3 items. If you remember, we saw 3 Bobs right there. So I have the title and lots of more information. And I have also the image here, the cover image. Alright, great. So we got something, but let's see if we get different items. If I search for 2020, I need to get different results. So now I have items, only 2 items, and look at the title. It should include the 2020, and you can see here in the hover tooltip we have for 2020. Great. So this is work, right? So now what we need to do, basically we need to take this information and update the repeater to display the right content, right? So I need another function. Let's call it, I don't know, function update repeater with query results. I give a very long name just to be, very informative, so it will be easier to read it. So this function should get a list of array of posts, right? So all this function, what it do, it basically pick the repeater ID, repeater object, and I said repeater data equals to posts. That's it. And I need to call this function from here after I got the results. So let's do something else. Let's return, to make it cleaner, I will return this query, and I will return this results. So it's with the results, but the items. I need only the items, not the extra information. So now here I call this function, and it will bring back to me the posts. So I can say then this is all the posts, and I can basically call this function here and pass the post for the repeater. So let's see what happened. So I publish the site, and basically we said after you get the results item, just update the repeater, right? Well, kinda. Let's see. Let's refresh the page. And if we search for Bob, you can see that we have 3 results. The repeater is refreshed, but the content is not updated. So let's do it. So what's happened now? The repeater data, you know, we have 3 items, but you don't know what to do with them. So what we need to do, we need to set to the repeater yourself every time, basically on item ready. This means every time that something is changing, updating or deleting in the repeater, the data needs to refresh. So this will happen every time we have new information or something happened to the information. So this is like a hook that gets this event, and what it does, it goes through all the content. So if we have 3 content, it loops 3 times for each item, and you can do whatever you want with this loop. So what we need to do, we need to set each item to the right content. So first of all, let's pick the image, and this is the image ID, and I can set, okay, so $item, I said item and not W, because W is global and item is the specific item in this repeater. So item image, I need to change the source of the image, right? So equals to, so this is all the specific item, this is all the item data. So item data, and this is basically an object with lots of keys. So let's see how it looks here. So when we search Bob, let's do it again. Oh, I need to bring back the console log. So basically I can move it to here. So display the post, and then I can see how the data look like. So I will remove this one. And now when I see the results items, I can see the key value that I can use. So let's search for Bob, and now I get the items, and I can see each item has title, but we need the image. So this is the cover image, so it's called cover image. So item data, cover image, and let's duplicate it. And now I pick the title, and I change the ID here, and title don't get a source, it get text, and it needs to be equal to title. This is the key that hold the title information. And now we have the excerpt, I call it description, and it should be, I can see right here, it's called excerpt. Alright, so last thing I need to do, so when someone click here, it needs to go to the right post. So again, this is on the image, I can change link. This is the link that redirect when someone click on it. It should be, let's see, this is called the link post title. You can see that this is like a URL path. Alright, so the problem is that we can't dot notation to something with dash in the middle. So what we can do is remove the dot and warp it like this, like a string. Alright, so let's see, let's publish it. Let's see if it's happening. So now let's refresh the page and let's search for Bob, and you can see that the data is correct. And if I click here, I will go to the post page. What's happened? Oh, because I saw that I have some error there. Let's try another one. Let's search for Bob, but we will pick a different post. Let's click here. What's happened? Item data, link post title. It should work. Oh, I think I picked the wrong one. Basically it should be, let's do it again. I think I picked the wrong key. Well, so here, this is the key, post page URL. Alright, so we can use, basically we can use dot notation here, Let's try it again and refresh the page and search for Bob. And now when I click here, I need to go to the inner page. What happened? Where am I? Again. Let's search for Bob. Now when I click here, I get the right posts. Awesome. So let's do it again for a different one. So it's working. Perfect. Alright, 2020. Alright, awesome. Okay, so what next? Now we can update this information. Okay, we have search results for. So basically it should say something, it should say total count. Total, let's say the results found. Okay, so let's create a function that update this text. So I will call it, update function, update results title. Alright, and what I should get the results length. And then I can set if results length is bigger than 0, that means we got something, do something. And else, so if we have nothing, we don't have any results, do something else. So this is the idea of the results text. So I can set result text equals to, and we can set to results length, right? And let's add some string after the result length so it won't be like just a number. And we can set results found. Alright, and if we got nothing, we can set no results found. Alright, looks good, right? So where can I call this function? I can basically call it right here. After I get the posts, I can set post length. So let's do it. So now let's refresh it and let's search for Bob. We should get 3 results. What happened? Bob. 3 results found, and you can see that I don't have a gap here, so let's edit. But first of all, let's see what happens if we find nothing. Let's search for something ridiculous. No results found. Awesome. So this is working, but all I need to do, I need to add a gap here. Alright, so now we need to fix the first time we launch the page. You can see that when I will refresh the page, I can see a dummy data here that I don't want to see. So first of all, I need to hide the repeater on ready. I mean, when I go inside the page, I don't need to see the repeater, and also I don't need to see the title of the results, right? So these are both hidden on load, and it looked like this basically. Let's refresh the page, and it looked like this. Okay, and then the user will search for something, and let's search for Bob, and you can see that now we don't see nothing because we didn't say when to show it. Okay, so what we need to do, basically we need to add a condition when to show the repeater. Okay, so first of all, here we are updating the title, so maybe we need to change the function name, but we can do another thing. We can take the repeater item, okay, and say if result length is bigger than 0, so also show the repeater, right? Let's say show, and the computer is getting slower, I don't know why. And if we got nothing, so hide it. Alright, and also let's do the same for the text element. So basically it's hidden on load, but after some query it always needs to be shown, right? Because it's no matter if I have more than one results or less, I still display different messages, but I need to show it, right? So basically we can say here with no condition, show the text element. So let's see how it's worked for us. Let's refresh the page. Alright, let's search for 2020. We got 2 results found, and let's search for Bob. We got 3 results found. Let's search for something that we don't have. No results found, and the repeater was hiding. Alright, so basically it's worked great. And search for B. Should get 14 results. Awesome. So if I click this article, it should need to go to the right one. Alright, so everything is working. Pretty simple. Okay, I just forgot to show you. I told you in the first place that this code can be used for any collection. I mean, it's not necessarily a good for a blog post or a store, but you can basically use it on simple database or dynamic database, dynamic pages. So here I created data collection. So let's see what information we have here. So basically it's a list of contacts, and each one of them have first name and image and lots of information. So let's say we want to search for this collection and not the blog post collection. So all we need to do is, first of all, we need to get the ID to the data, so to search for this database. So Demi data, this is the ID. So let's go here, and we need to change the source of the query. So now we query on the Demi data, and now we need to search for, we don't have title there, we have first name. So let's say we want to search for first name of user, and let's see, after this is the query, so we get the results and we update the how it's called, the repeater data. But now we need to make adjustment for this information, because the key here is good for blog post, but here we have, in this collection we have different item data, different keys for each values. So I will copy this and I will comment out it, and I will create a new one. So I know the image, it's called, I think, image, and I will check it. And this should, I don't remember, and the title should be first name, and the description, let's say to place here the email. Alright, so we need to find this one. So let's go back to our collection, and we need to find the link to the dynamic page. Oh, I forgot to show you, but I basically created a dynamic page. You can see here, Demi Data Dynamic. This is the page. So let's go to Demi Data collection and see what is the key for this value to the dynamic URL value. So it's right here. So let's go to property, and here we have the problem with the dot notation, so we will search it as a string. So let's remove the dot, and instead of this one, let's search string. Alright, so let's publish the site and see. We create two changes, one on the collection itself and one to update the repeater items based the keys we get. So let's search for something, search for Mike, maybe. There is Mike, no Mike, so let's search for M. Alright, so we got results, but something is not right, because I guess this is not the right key. So let's fix it. So here the title should be first name. Alright, so let's try it again. Let's reload, search for N on M. Again, what happened? Let's refresh it again, maybe it's not registered. Yeah, so now we have the names. So if I search specifically for Abner, I should get it, right? Great. And if I click the image, I should go to the dynamic page, and here you can see the avatar and the first name. Oh great, it's working. In the next tutorial, I want to show you how to make it much more, how to say it, much more smart. And basically I want to add a search option here in the header, so no matter what page I go to, I can search from this page and go directly to the results page with already the displaying results that I search for. And maybe later we will do something more beautiful, is that when I start to type here, I already get results, live results from my input field. Anytime I type a new key, the results will refresh. I get immediately what I'm searching for. Alright, so as always, I will add a button here somewhere, maybe one of these, and it will called how to or something like this, and I will attach all my code there and try it and tell me if it's worked for you. And just before I finish, I recently discovered this channel. It's called Wix Fix, and I really love it. We have a great content and a lot of for EditorX, grid layouter and stuff I didn't cover, so Go check it out. I think you will gain from it. And till next time, keep creating amazing sites on EditorX. See you later.